Alright then, let's get started. So, who would like to regale Trin of what exactly happened here today? Or last session?
We killed lots of things.
We valiantly defended a dragon and a village from chimeras and
Manticores.
Yeah. Bravely vanquishing the lesser creatures, and then compassionately putting down the alphas of their packs.
Yeah. But by compassionately, we mean forcing them in a cage fight with each other.
With Otley in the middle.
What? Huh?
Somebody casted Force Cage, and we were like, hey, you're in here for like an hour, and one of you maybe gets to walk away. So one of them killed the other one, and then we said we'd think about it. We didn't say we'd definitely let you go.
Oh my god, bro. That's so mean.
Well, technically, the cage will disappear after an hour. So
Broke my heart that I feel like Otley and Durr have been getting along swimmingly this whole time, and even Durr was like, dude, this is fucked up. I'm gonna lose my friendship.
Technically, though, the cage is going to disappear soon, so it could just come and eat you in revenge.
It was compassionate.
I think we then kind of decided to essentially just put the other one out of its misery with dragon fire and whatever, but...
Oh my god, cooked alive, okay.
It was like, you're in a cage, it's just sat there, you know.
Intelligent being as well, not like a beast, like an intelligent being with thoughts, emotions, loves.
Oh my god!
That was the one with the human face. This one is not intelligent. I mean, it's intelligent enough to speak with us with beast speech, but that's not the point.
Yeah, it wasn't that intelligent.
They did come here to, you know, have fun time with each other and also hunt and kill the local populace, so...
Yeah.
It just went the other way around, that's all.
We didn't have fun time with them, though.
But I don't know, mass murder seems to be fun time for certain people.
Like the King of the Wild Hunt, for example.
Yeah, that was a fun time.
Yeah, he kept, like, whispering flirty comments to our cleric, I believe, so...
Yeah, I think I have a copy note.
Oh yeah, and isn't half the place on fire as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
They did in Morella.
He did try to offer... Because I missed with my cantrip at one point, and then he come over and was like, I could give you more power, and it was like, go away. We're trying to kill things, stop distracting me. In the middle of a fight, trying to make deals with the rest of the party.
Yeah, because that's never happened with anybody in this...
I was going to say, he's as bad as Frank.
Don't say the name. Yeah.
They can argue with each other over who's going to get the deal, and then it will just keep them occupied.
Maybe we should have put Frank in the cage as well.
I mean, that's a shame.
Depending which Frank, one of them might like that.
Yeah, Frank in the cage the whole time.
Don't worry, darling, I'm made for cage fighting.
Yes. Let it go on. Classic.
At least this one's semi-dressed.
So, you've basically got this force cage to last for about another 40 minutes, so what would you like to do with it?
Well, it's the we said we're gonna roast the creature on fire, and then we walk off because this is the deal that we booked, right?
Yeah, I'm down for roasting.
I'm just gonna lie on the floor and pretend I'm dead.
Durr just zoomed off.
So Durr walked off the last session into the jungle while they were going to charcoal this creature alive.
Okay.
He was like, he said this is pretty fucked up, and then just walks off into the forest.
Alright then.
Yeah, he did that while we forced them to fight each other to the death.
Yeah.
He was like,
Yeah,
this is a bit much for me.
I'm gonna go
Just
find
left.
Durr.
So you're going to sneak off with Durr into the bushes,
No,
are you?
I'm gonna go find Durr. He kind of snuck off when I was busy, so I don't know where he's gone. I'm gonna go looking for Durr.
Okay, so Durr, are you trying to avoid being detected?
Yeah.
Okay, can I get a stealth check from you? And Torden will do a perception to see if she can find you.
I need to. I haven't got my. I've got my thing. I need to get D&D Beyond up. So I've got a stealth ghillie, haven't I?
Yes.
It gives me
Yeah,
advantage.
20.
Oh god.
Okay, so you need to be a 21.
What have I got? Oh fuck those. I think I've got a ghillie. I'll have a inventory. Let me look at my ghillie.
Yes, I think you do. You're coming in quite quietly, Tyler.
Am I? What about now?
Yeah, it's better.
I was eating. That's why. Move the mic away. Advantage on stealth rolls in a forest. That's not great. I need to roll 19 or higher. No, I need to roll 22. You said.
Got to
21.
be 21.
21. So yeah, I need to roll 19 or higher with advantage. A 14 and a 3.
I'm gonna go and go. Found you, my dad.
you just feel you feel something really cold and almost squishy just touch your head, and you realise that Torden has found you, not with herself but with the staff of withering, and she's wiping this dead hand across your face.
Go away, it's gross.
You want a cookie?
Oh right, you can go and roast it over that beast you guys are killing.
I didn't kill anything.
1, 2.
Can we hear screams in the background?
I have nothing to do with the cage and the roasting. I don't like my meat cooked.
Oh yeah, that's fair enough.
Okay, so we'll carry on in initiative order in this regard. So oddly, what would you like to do to contribute to the roasting of this innocent creature?
Oh.
Like how you put innocent in there? There was no innocent described before. Now it's an innocent creature.
You just hear the Chimera say, "This is the worst birthday ever."
Oh no,
We've had
I
ones
feel
on
bad.
stag do's now. We've got one to have a birthday party.
So oddly, how would you like to contribute to the slaughter of this creature?
I'm gonna feel bad doing it. I think I'm gonna just move in a little bit forward. Can I hit it in the head with my pickaxe
Yeah, sure.
in the face?
I'm going to feel bad roasting you, but I'm not going to feel bad slapping you in the face with the pickaxe.
I mean, frontal lobotomy is a bit quicker than fire. It's less painful.
I suppose that depends on whether you miss.
Don't forget, it's got 3 heads.
Yeah, I've only got 2 attacks per turn, so I can only like bonk it 1 in each head.
So, which head do you think wants to suffer the most?
The first one was a 29 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
That'd be 12 damage because he's one-handing it. He's got his shield on. And I'm just gonna turn. I had dice rolling on for some reason. It takes forever to roll that. There we go.
You're still raging, so I believe.
Oh yeah. Oh, and Giant's Might, I suppose. So there's an additional like D6 on there as well. Second one was a 17 to hit
Yep,
with his pickaxe. So that one's 6 damage. And then Giant's Might with a 4, Rage as is 2 for each. So I believe,
additional 8 damage.
yeah, brain's struggling with math for some reason.
Mhm.
So it'd be 10, 14, 26. 26 total.
Yeah. Okay, so she's like, no, stop it.
Just giving it a really bad migraine before it dies.
Okay, are you skipping your turn, or?
Yeah, my time was to go find and I'll find the cookie while beating him up with the whip with my hand.
Okay, so Revi, it's your turn.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
On the Chimera.
Yeah, I'm going to reach through the force cage
Wait, so you're gonna heal it after we go, and then
It's
you're
gonna prolong
roast
its
it?
death. This is worse.
I'm gonna heal it for 19.
Nice. His charcoal flesh just like re-heals and carries on burning again.
Okay, can I get a dexterity saving throw from you, please?
Yeah. Oh god.
Just reaching for and touching it.
Get pulled in. 12.
Okay, so you are going to suffer one of its bite attacks.
Wow, I'm showing compassion.
I mean, it is right. You went to reach in there right after I hit it in the face with a pickaxe. I feel like it's probably not expecting to be healed.
Yeah.
You take 13 points of piercing damage.
God.
This is awful.
Yeah, but you feel bad about healing it now.
Yeah.
Would you like
Well,
me to kiss it better?
Oh.
Technically, he touched it, so he can heal it, right?
Yes, he's
Yeah?
he's healed it for 19 hit points. Okay, so now it's the Red Dragon's turn. And so you people seem to have some kind of
Conflicting issues.
non-agreement in this matter. Allow me to settle it.
The dragon
I
uses
am-
healing breath.
Okay, so it failed its check against his Dragon's Breath. So would anybody like to roll me 14d8, please?
9.
Oh god.
A dex check? Is he like just in a cage?
14d8.
Yeah.
Hang on, here's 6. Here's another 6, so that's 12, and then 2. So 38, 25, 13.
So what was that again?
So
38.
That's quick math. To be on a computer, will count that.
what, me?
25.
Hmm.
Oh my god, I don't
Count
know.
it.
What were the
That's
numbers
quick
again? 38, 25 and 13.
Yeah, that's how I roll. I just
Jeremy.
rolled it. I didn't do it.
Okay, so that's 76 points of fire damage to this thing.
It's still not dead.
It's
though.
still not dead. You can just hear this thing's roars and screams as its flesh has caught fire, its mane has caught fire, and just writhing around in this cage. You know?
Jesus.
This is awful.
I
Sure, we
helped.
can't shrink the box.
Oh, just crush it with the force cage. Like, that's more humane.
Okay, Onyx, would you like to contribute to this?
No, if anything, I'm more terrified of a cleric now than anything else I'm ever going to come across in this game. Like,
Eric's the
what?
one that healed him. Otley's the one that's been cage fighting him.
Oh, no, I didn't put the cage there. That wasn't me. That was Barragas. Fucking Barragas.
I mean, surely this is like. I don't even know. I don't want to be associated with this half of the group right
Come
now.
and find
I'm
out
going
and
to.
playing hide and seek. And eating cookies.
Honestly, I'm considering it. I'm gonna. I'll say like some fucking.
Come to the dark side,
Right.
we have cookies. And magic
Yeah.
mushrooms that Dar has in his beard.
Genuinely, I'm gonna just.
Oh, I'm going to
Say
pick some
some-
mushrooms out of Dar's beard and put them in the cookies.
Okay, so Onyx, are you then joining them?
I'll. Yeah, head towards the vague direction I think I saw them go.
But I'm definitely
After
giving Onyx
saying
some
all
cookies
that.
I've sprinkled with magic mushroom.
Yeah, if it's magic mushrooms, it's gonna be better than seeing this. Oh boy. Yeah, I'll say a little prayer in silver before I go, because Jesus Christ, these guys need help. Y'all seek whatever a therapist is in this world, please.
Don't say that, it could be Frank.
Oh,
Right,
God.
I'm
Yeah,
right
actually,
here,
no,
darling.
go for
Tell
it.
me all of your innermost thoughts and desires.
I'm good. It's these guys here tormenting this poor chimera. Go for them. Yeah?
Yeah, I'll need Iuna.
Alright, so you're just generally heading off past the flaming path of destruction that has all of these dead chimeras in it. And so
They're dead. That's fine. I don't care if they're dead. Just... Yeah. Yeah, I can't deal with this. I will thank the dragon as well for the help I'm sure he gave earlier. Well, I mean...
yes, I did a lot.
NPC.
I did a lot. No, anyone who says otherwise is lying.
I have a bad feeling he missed a bunch.
I mean,
I don't know why I'm
just
getting
now.
this. Well, yeah, because he's got an advantage on the cage, man.
Would you like some popcorn?
You have it. You keep it, man. You need it more. I've suddenly lost my appetite.
Alright then, so Barakas, you're up. Can I get start off with Spirit Guardian damage, please?
Oh, yes. It's 12 damages.
12, okay.
I mean, I would love it to persuade it, but I don't know how easy it's gonna get to do it, because it's trapped in a cage getting technically I truly didn't want it to kill him. I just wanted to get it on other sides, possibly for the future, thinking ahead. But I think my plan did not work out.
Okay, so what would you like to do now?
Well, my job here is done. I've got nothing else to do. I'm more than sure that if we're gonna encounter again this creature, it's gonna chop off some heads, since it's got 3. And I'm just gonna put myself comfortable on some stones and watch the show until he dies. Possibly over a bottle of wine.
Alright then. Okay, so back to the top door. Will you go do anything?
No, he'll give the mushrooms out of his beard
Okay.
to Torden. Because if she tries to reach for the beard again, he will bite her. So it's just anyone. It just so happens it's on his face. If anyone's reaching towards anyone's mouth, they're going to get bit. So yeah, he'll realise what's happening and take the mushrooms out and give them to Torden.
I'm being nice. I'm sharing the mushrooms and the cookies.
Yeah.
Alright then, so the Chimera is then going to turn its dragon head towards Otley, and is then going to open its mouth, and you can see a build-up of fire coming from it, and you can see it's managed to recharge its fire ability. So, Otley, can I get a dexterity saving throw from you, please?
He's not going to just hit.
It was a nat 20 for a 22.
Okay.
Right. Oh, we're in out of that.
Okay, so can I get... oh, right. I seem to have rolled the Chimera's fire breath instead of the red one. So the red one is 18, the Chimera is 14. So can I get 14 D8 again, please, from someone?
How many?
14. 1 4.
That's a 62.
Okay, so then half that...
31.
Yeah, to 31 because of your dex, and then half it again to 15 because of your fire resistance.
No, so we tried to help it, it's burnt you up. Kill it.
Okay, so it's done that. Realised it's not really done much, so it's then just going to... so, Otley, your turn.
Okay. I was going to be nice and ask if it would politely F off if we let it go. But then it tried to set me on fire, so...
Completely unjustified.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it definitely was justified. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so what are you going to do?
I'm going to... I suppose bash it with my pickaxe again.
I think we need to go with a better weapon than a pickaxe.
That was a 12 to hit and a 17.
Yep, both of those hit.
So that's 14. Hang on, 20. So 28, and then the giants might damage on top. I meant to roll 1, not 2. It's just a 5. So plus 5. 30.
33, yep. Okay, you can see that it's it's definitely getting there. It's like really slowing down, really fit. But really bleeding out, and one of its paws has gone numb. But Torden, are you doing anything? Are you still?
I'm still getting high on magic mushroom cookies.
Okay, so Revy, you're up.
After it so rudely chomped my hand after me trying to help it, I'm gonna go for a Toll the Dead. It seems fitting for only 10 points of damage.
Alright.
If the target's missing any of its hit points, it takes 1d12. So actually, I need to add on a little bit of damage. I'll do it next time. That's 3d8.
You might as well do it now because there's a possibility you might kill it.
1d12. Okay. 1d12. And an additional 7.
Nice.
18 total.
Okay, it's literally on its last point that anything further is probably going to finish it off. At which point the dragon's going to step in.
Yeah. Ollie's going to just gesture to the dragon and then like turn his back on the thing and get ready to walk away.
Okay, and it managed to recharge its fire breath pretty much immediately, so can I get 18d6 please?
Oh god.
Oh,
Let's go for the overkill with it.
Can it even survive like half of this damage?
No. If you got nat
even if it
ones
passes
on
this
every
thing.
single one of them, it would still kill it. I just want to see how much damage it would do.
Oh god.
Why don't you just use Google number dice generator thing?
Want them involved in the murder.
whoa! Who's calling it a murderer? Hang on! Whoa!
These three.
This was
really?
self-defense. They started
Well,
We're
technically,
protecting
Trin
the
hasn't
village.
quite made it to us yet by the looks of it.
Yeah. They threw the first attack. This is justified self-defense. I believe Lord Frank would back us up in a court of law.
At which point, Lawyer Frank just says, "I cannot testify something I did not witness. Goodbye."
Hold up, you were here.
Hey, Frank was here. Didn't mean that Frank was here.
Yes, darling, I am right here with the hose, ready to shoot my load onto whatever is needed.
Oh, gross.
I was going to say that Frank's quite a slippery fellow, isn't he? But I think we knew that already.
I think I've discovered a loophole with Frank's wishes then. Technically, if every Frank is a different Frank, technically then you have 3 wishes with every single Frank in the world.
Sadly, no, darling, there's only one genuine article and is standing right there. And there, and there, and there, and there.
I don't know what
and
to
over
say
there.
because he's in a completely different place to me.
Okay, so the dragon just rears up and properly jumps forward with his fire breath, completely incinerating the Alpha Chimera. And then
Not that we know what the number was, so I don't think anybody wanted to roll it.
well, even if it got 1 on all of the dice, it still would have killed it. So with that, this Chimera is dead. And the dragon stands proudly and says, "Justice has been done today."
There's just silence, no one's speaking.
Have we lost you all?
No, it's
No.
here.
Oh,
Okay. And it's just met with this silence as the dragon is just like posing in the sunlight, just like looking really proud of the fact it's just set this thing on fire.
Otley gives it a really subtle thumbs up, but with like his hand in a position where like none of the others can see that Otley's secretly proud, but at the same time he's like, no, he's got to look like he's really sad that this happened.
Yeah.
Because I will be upset.
I'm not sure how I feel about calling it justice, but yeah.
I mean, if we let it go, it was only going to go back next year. It's going to bring more friends.
Be even angrier.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, it's going to be angry that it couldn't get its fun time on and eat the village, so it's going to come back for revenge next year. So
Yes, indeed. Perhaps even sooner. Because now that the alphas of the manticores and the chimeras have been dealt with, the pack will spend its time establishing a new alpha, and whilst they do that, they do not feast upon the village.
there. So for the greater good, right?
Well, let's just hope the new alpha they don't establish is related to that one.
That's a problem for next year.
Yes, that's a problem for next year, where I shall hopefully be posted somewhere else.
He just literally be like, hopefully next year it's not my problem.
See, this
Wow,
kind
you
of like
care about the
resolved
people.
the immediate problem, but didn't resolve the problem in the long term.
The
Are you
only-
saying we should find where they're from and just slaughter them all?
Yes,
No.
we should commit genocide. War crimes.
Maybe we should just consider the fact that the village was badly positioned in the first place. If it's their ancestral breeding ground,
I mean, if,
who in their logical
On the
mind
hand-
goes, "Oh, this will be a great place to build a village," where
Yeah,
there's
but
people like manticores and chimeras just breeding.
but then if the village was able to build up to the level it's at, that would take longer than just a year. So they probably were here first.
Ordinarily, you are correct. We would have better defences here, but with the war against the undead, my group was all that could be mustered.
Ah, there we go.
You would think that the Dakar Marseille would have something to do with it, but no. They have to stay in their lighthouse doing their prayers.
Who the hell are the something marquee, whatever bobs?
Dakar Marseille.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at that. You have the guidebook. Who the hell are they?
I think Barracas might. I think you can let the cage down now. I don't think it's really needed. You're just leaving it there for the other 45 minutes.
Well, I spent so much money on this cage, I'm not gonna let it go anywhere.
Oh, he wants to get his money worth. Alright,
I can cast heat metal on the cage if you want.
I'm surprised he hasn't put the dragon in the cage.
No, I do not belong in the cage. Okay, so if you want to do a history check with advantage because you got the book.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love we know what they're saying from all the way over here.
I was
say
thinking
you
that.
came over. I'll say you came over. The dragon
The
is
dragon's
shouting at the
just
top
got
of
a
his
really
voice.
loud voice. It carries.
11.
With advantage.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 1 and an 11.
Okay, so you're too high on the mushrooms to realise that you're holding the book upside down.
Doug can't read anyway, really.
He can't read.
Well, he's the one
Somehow
with the guidebook.
gets advantage
He's the
when
one
reading
that's
a
been
book.
reading this thing. He's made the point of saying he's reading the guidebook as well.
he's not. He can read, but he's not a great reader. You know what I mean? He knows what they mean. It just takes him a while.
It's just a slow reader.
Yeah. The wizard next to me maybe might be quicker.
A wizard that barely understood the ABC.
Yeah. Also, a wizard that can't read.
Exactly.
I have to admit, whenever I put that concept to the D&D UK group, nobody understood, and everybody was in uproar that there was a wizard
The way
who
they
couldn't
suddenly
read.
worked out the logic behind it, it made
How do you
sense.
prepare your spells?
Yeah, our class rolls around reading spells.
My spells are written in my language, not common.
So you can read then.
Yeah, I just don't read
Just
that.
not in common.
Just don't read that. And then Morena's idea of teaching me the English was not English common, was
The Rakula
the
Shepherd
Rakona
alphabet.
Shepherd alphabet. So it still makes no sense because it doesn't have Rakona Shepherd in between every letter.
bear with me. I'll see if I can find the list for that. Here we are.
Maybe, just send them document. Let's not run through the whole alphabet again.
Yeah, the Colour Shepherd alphabet is in the Discord chat. Okay, so whilst you're discussing this, the dragon is just like yammering away about how you guys have all done a good thing here. So this is now this combat completely ended. You've already added all of your XP to this. So what would you guys like to do now?
Get paid.
Yes, indeed.
Hang on.
How would you like your
I'm
payment?
Oh, how do you like payment?
Yes, I can pay you in dead animal skins, meat, gold, power, or especially yet, political power.
To be fair, the last three sound a bit more promising than meat or hide.
I don't know, meat's good. Meat's always good.
How about a boom instead?
With political power, we can buy meat or bombs.
Can you? Looks at you really irritably.
Yeah.
So you can walk into the shop and go, I am a political power, give me food.
Yeah. I mean, in fairness, with gold, you can also buy political power, so, and also enough meat. You could probably. That's not the point.
So, what would you like?
What do we need?
Well, we want a boom and gold, because this was more than what the contract was saying, right?
And I'm guessing Barakas wants his money back for his cabbage.
Right.
He wants a reimbursement.
Our power and our name comes with a very expensive fee.
Very well.
Pay up.
I will give you a boon, but you must decide between gold or political power.
By boon, those are the boons that we need for the political court for the voting, right?
No,
that's
the
political
boon are
voting.
specific powers that dragons can give you as
Okay, the lit.
kind of like presents.
Yeah. Residence power. Well, those are temporary, whereas gold is forever.
No,
I think it depends what boon you get. I know that there are some that are basically like taking a feat, so I don't know if Barakas is meaning like that.
I think we can. Is there like a table that we can follow if we're gonna go for the boon?
Yeah, so there's the draconic gift descriptions in Fizzbands, or there's the epic boons that you can get in the Dungeon Master's Guide.
Ooh, I didn't know there was epic boons from that as well.
Yep.
Yeah, they've got some nice ones.
Only one person gets it though, right?
No, all of you will.
We will all get. We have to pick different boons though. Or we will get the same boon.
It has to be the same one.
See, I know there's one that I did have my eye on for Otley, but it wouldn't make sense for a Red Dragonborn to give it. It would make more sense for a blue one.
Thank
Well, I think there is a fire related one.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find it. Boon of the Fire Soul. You have immunity to fire damage. You can also cast Burning Hands at will without using a spell slot or components.
That's badass.
Yeah, some of them are pretty good.
That's very powerful.
There's one like. I mean, because a few of us have. Don't only two of us have fire resistance? Not me included. Don't two of the others.
Evening, and
I
I think Otley's
resist stuff.
resistant.
There's
Only
boon-
if I'm raging.
Yeah, Otley is resistant when raging, and Barakas is
Okay, yeah.
resistant by virtue of being a tiefling.
There's boon of magic resistance, which means we all just get advantage on everything magical against us ever again.
Some of them are quite fun.
That's insane.
There's
I mean,
boon of speed just gives you an extra 30-foot walking speed, and you can bonus action dash or disengage once per short rest.
I mean,
What about
the
the
boon of
most
peerless aim is something that Onyx will probably definitely need. You can give yourself plus 20 bonus to a range attack roll that you make.
You don't need it. She's only got plus 16.
The more the merrier. What do you mean? Why would you handicap me like this? More.
But you are aware there's like boons that give you like an extra 40 hit points and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I was looking for the one. I think the Fortitude one. Increase your hit point maximum by 40. There's another one that I really like because I had it on a character before.
The boon of invincibility?
No, that one's just like you don't age. Kinda is. I'm unlikely to die from aging in a campaign, but there is it's like recovery or something, boon of recovery, and it's like bonus action. It's like second wind, but it does half your hit points.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, that's insane. We'd never lose a fight again.
So I did this with a character in a. There was a server, but it was like they went over level 20. And so I had a character in that with like 500 hit points, and then I picked up that boon from a quest, and I was just like, I'm just never going to die. Mid-fight, I healed 250 hit points. It was nuts. I was just like, this is great.
So there's either that, or he's willing to give you the... Where are you? Basically his Frightful Presence feature.
Like that. What, making people scared of us sometimes.
Yes,
Or having true sight forever at 60-foot range.
I think that once we start getting a reputation for people who put them in cages and force them to fight to the death, I think they're going to be scared of us anyway.
Yeah. Boon of undetectability. You can't have divination magic or scrying find you ever, so no one can hunt us down.
Like Shroud.
Yeah. He would.
Where are they gone?
Yeah. He wouldn't. Fuck all. He wouldn't be able to take to his little fucking portal or anything like that. No more. None of that.
Well, based on the group, I
Imagine-
do like the recovery one. If I have to think about group wise.
Recovery. I still think advantage on every spell ever.
Recovery, my hit points are shit.
Yeah. Sounds great. We should definitely go for the boon. I don't think Matt's going to let us choose, right?
There are some ones which, as Hayden says, the Red Dragon wouldn't be able to give you. But in the case of the boon of recovery, he would be able to give you a version of this. Basically, he would be able to give boon of recovery in its full potency to one person, or he can give a lesser version to each of you.
I think go for something a bit even between us.
Yeah, like what?
The walking speed one's great. Moving an extra 30 feet every time. That doubles my movement at all times. It doubles all of our movement at all times, doesn't it?
Yeah, more or less.
That's boon of speed,
You
yeah?
can-
Yeah, your walking
That
speed
was
increases by
pretty
30
good.
feet, and you basically get the rogue's ability to dash or disengage.
Yeah, it does it once per. I think it's once per short rest for the bonus action thing.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
still good.
Yeah.
Especially if you take like mobile, which gives you like an extra 10-foot movement and stuff like that.
Again, one like that, it would need to be diluted between the loss of you or given whole to one person.
We each get like 5.
It wouldn't
Extra
necessarily be
move
5, it would be probably be another 10.
And it's still fucking good. It's like taking mobile.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's basically the mobile feature.
Magic resistance. You have advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. Like, but then I think it makes the game too easy. If we get to roll advantage on everything that comes at us.
I mean, if you want, we can just simply say he's given you a boon, and then you guys can decide this later when you're not sort of like under time
No,
constraints.
we won't decide. It will never be decided.
I would feel better if you choose and then roll like
Yeah,
one
can we-
right?
Yeah. Right. Should we name something we want then, and someone roll a d6?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm up to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
each of you pick one that you want, and then we'll roll. So put. I'll do this in the order of the Discord chat. So, Dirk, can I get yours?
Yeah. Oh, I've got to be first. Boon of True Sight. You have True Sight to a range of 60 feet. That's fucking insane.
Okay, McKelly, which one do you want?
Oh, can I choose after?
Okay. Onyx, which would you like?
What were the options again? One more time.
If you just Google Epic Boons D&D, it comes up.
If you just type Epic Boons 5e, it'll give you all of
Oh
the...
wow, okay.
Yeah, there's some nice ones in there.
Wait, I can copy and paste it into Discord. Oh, it's done in really shit font. Never mind. Oh, McKay's put a link to it. Okay, so Oddly, what would you like?
I was considering Boon of Skill Proficiency. Looks pretty nice.
Yeah, when you're just proficient in everything.
Right.
It's mad. Imagine what's a bard of jack of all trades, just like doubling.
Yeah.
You'd have like
Oh
a
my
plus
God.
15 in some things.
Yeah, and then you get the skilled feats, the expertise from Rogue and bards.
Yeah. I have so on this other server I was saying about, it goes above level 20. I've got a wizard that's basically more like a rogue, and even without that, they've got expertise in like stealth and sleight of hand.
Yeah, that's basically my bard character in Baldur's Gate.
It's but I've gone with like the gloves of like thievery and stuff, and it's like I basically have it's like a plus 29 to sleight of hand. It's insane. It's just like if I want something, it's mine now.
Revy, can I get yours?
Roll.
Is that McKelly's?
Revy, can I get yours?
Boon of High Magic.
High magic.
Yeah, that's cool. Was that the first one on there, Alex? Or one of you get another 9th level spell.
Yeah.
Yes,
As
You
long
gain
as you
one life, never
have
spell,
ninth level.
provided that you already have one.
Oh, I read that
Yeah,
as to already have a spell slot. Okay. Second choice was Boon of Luck.
Luck, did you say?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I love after all that and no one's actually gone for the health one.
You can,
I don't want to. I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, you know.
yeah, so that's
I
basically...
choose my one.
Pick
So
up
I want to go for Dimension of Travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, damage.
That's
I
great.
thought I like the planar travel one because it's a red dragon as well, and the plane is just hell, and it just sends one of us to hell whenever we want.
It wouldn't send you to hell, it would send you to the Draken realm, thank you very much. Okay, so Onyx, what would you like?
I'll be the nice one and go for the Boon of Recovery.
Okay. Okay, who would like to roll the d6 in this regard?
Ooh.
Barakaskasi is the one that asked for a bone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems fair. It's all on McKelly.
I love that to me, the fire one is the one that made the most sense, and none of us wanted that on the table. I was gonna pick it just out of I felt like we should have it on the table.
That's up to you. What did we get?
That was dimension travel. So as an action, you can cast Misty Step spell without using the spell slot or components, and you can't use that boon again until you finish a short rest.
Basically, once short rest, you get a free casting of Mr. Step.
Okay, so I will put D&D Beyond is weird in that it has these boons, but it doesn't have any way of giving them to you, so you have to basically homebrew an item that gives them to you, which is annoying.
You
so
can do it as a feat, and then you just manually equip it.
Yeah.
Like I said, the other server I'm on, they have all of them as custom-made feats, and that's how they did it.
Yeah.
But
So-
I don't think I'm able to like steal it and give it to you, unfortunately.
No, it's fine, because what I do with the alpha marks is that I just give them as magical weapons, which you can then just equip and you get them. So I'll do the same thing for that, because
That's not a bad idea.
Nat's character in Waterdeep also has one of the boons. I think it's the it's like the boon of it's one that allows you to cast lesser restoration and stuff like that. Can't remember which one that is.
I know there's one that basically is like pick a first level wizard or something spell and you can cast it for free.
That might be that one.
It might be something like that.
Might be that with a pre-assigned spell.
Maybe. But she's basically got that, and I had to do it as like a homebrewed magic item. So
Yeah, choose one first level sorcerer, warlock, or wizard spell that you can cast. You can cast it at its lowest level without expending a spell slot.
I know it was
And it's just unlimited.
I know it was the one of the blessings. Blessings of
Oh, blessings.
but
Those are cool as well, to be fair.
yeah, charm of restoration. That was it. Okay, so he's basically giving you that, and you just like feel this, but it's almost not quite a tattoo, but just sort of like this imprinting on your skin of what is effectively the face of a red dragon.
Yeah.
And those of you who have alpha marks, you realise that this is pretty much identical magic.
Seem familiar.
Okay, and okay, and I'll organise how much stuff you get if you guys want to decide on your next move.
We were going back to the city. Where we go? Yeah.
I think so. Well, we can. Don't you have to? Didn't you want to like finish up here before we went to help the forest?
This was the last one.
Yeah. Then we're not got to do something after it. We're not going to go there like claim it or something.
It was a vote or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
Attend the ceremony.
Yeah, it was. I think we were going to do this and then attend the ceremony and then be ready to leave.
okay. Right, so 5 and 8. Okay, so he is basically like the Black Dragon. He's then going to effectively write you out a credit check for this. But you do also notice that this one isn't nearly as substantial as the one the Black Dragon gave you. So his one is basically for 5,000 gold and 800 platinum.
Okay, I like that.
Okay, so that's going into your bank account, so I'll add that now.
You know, coming from a red dragon, that's very stingy.
My entire brigade has just been wiped out. What do you expect from me?
Still say.
But this basically equates to 13,000 gold he's given you.
Nice.
So he basically just writes this with into one of the sort of like banking birds. This then flies away, and as soon as it's out of sight, another one then appears. Your transaction's been complete, and you now have 88,000 gold in your account.
Nice. Pocket change.
80.
88, and then 800 on top of that. So he's then going to say to you all, if you are heading back to the city, I am heading that way myself. I can drop you off at the city and then carry on to the Red Draken Guard.
Ah, free lift.
Otley will nod in approval.
You will need to shrink down to your normal, smaller size.
Yeah, I feel like that. Yeah, that's probably worn off by now. If not, he'll allow it. He'll just shrink down.
Okay, so are all of you happy to just jump on the back of this dragon?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so all of you jump onto the dragon, and he then starts taking off, and you can see that his version of flight is very subtle in comparison to all of the other ones. The blue dragon really had to throw up a gale before he was able to leave. With this one, he's basically just able to just immediately just flap his wings, and he sort of takes flight, and he's able to sort of hover on the spot, almost in a seated position, and then while he sort of organises where he's going to go, and then he shoots up into the sky.
Oh.
And with that, he is going to take you effectively to the outskirts of the capital city. Now, a point that I have consistently kept on forgetting to mention to the new guys, i.e. Revi and Otley, is that the capital city of Minsepidas, first off, that's the map of it. This is the map of what was effectively the ground floor. Because the city of Minsepidas is actually a three-tiered city.
Okay.
Where you have the ground floor version, which is basically this, and then floating miles and miles above it, you then have another platform, which is this tier.
Okay.
And then floating way, way, way above the boundary of the clouds, you then have a smaller tier, which is this one, which is effectively where the royalty live.
I didn't dare do that, but nice.
Okay, so he is basically going to take you to the outskirts of the city, where he's then going to drop you off. If I can find where here we are.
Oh, I remember this bit.
So you land amongst a massive crowd of what looks to be people trying to get into the city, which causes a major commotion as they all scrabble to make space for this giant dragon. It seems there is a queue for you to get inside.
It's last time we just walked in. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, little green person thing. I can help you with this.
All right.
Does he just roast the queue?
He's just tempting.
Shortens it.
Tempting, but unfortunately no. He's then just simply going to rear up and say, "Fear me and despair, for I am a red dragon come to destroy you all!" He's going to cast his frightening presence on the crowd.
Oh god.
This is gonna go so bad.
And everybody just sort of runs for cover. He's like, and then he just sort of sits back down again. And he's like, "Oh, what wonderful fortuitous circumstance is this? The queue is gone. How surprising."
I mean, we could have just, with that power that you just gave us, we could have just walked to the front and just gone through the gate with that.
But this version's much more fun.
Or you could have dropped us off on the inside of the wall.
No, I couldn't have.
There's a barrier around the outside. If he flies into it, it'll smash his face up.
Well, I mean, you can still do it because it'll be entertaining.
We saw it happen. It was quite funny.
Oh, I missed it.
Yes, you want to describe that
Falling
event
into
to?
glass.
Do you want to describe that event to the others?
I don't know who it was. Wasn't there just something flying around? It just flew straight into it and slid down the outside like a giant invisible dome.
Yes, Clarissa the Angel was trying to get into the city, crashed into the barrier, fell down all the way to the ground floor. And bear in mind, this is miles sized dome, and she then crashed down to the ground. I have no idea how to access the archived things in this.
Well, Stephen King style, wasn't it? Everyone's read The Dome.
I haven't read it. I've seen the series. I wasn't overly impressed with the final bit of it.
Book's good.
Yeah.
Here's
Like Simpsons, maybe.
Here's on my list.
Yeah, literally. Simpsons did it.
Very well then, adventurers. I shall take my leave. before I get into too much trouble.
There you are.
At which point he's going to take flight. Okay, guys, so you are now effectively in the city. The guards, despite their disapproving looks, they sort of they know he didn't mean any harm, but it's just like, oh god, there's another half hour's work for us to do to stop these crowds from being terrified. But the guards sort of like let you through, and you don't have to go through your questionnaires this time, but unless of course you want to.
Yeah, they lie detected us or something, didn't they, last time? No.
Well, it was lie detectors, and also just to show you that they are the greatest nation in the world. It was like questions like, there are many flags in the Clinging Isles, which is the correct one?
That was it, yeah.
Okay, so with that, you guys are now in the city.
Right. Where did Morena say we had to go? This was her city, wasn't it? I don't remember any of this.
Okay, so it is getting sort of like to the end of the day now, but I'll just simply say that you do remember, for the sake of brevity. In order to basically get a vote done in Parliament, you will need to go up to the second level of the city, and then basically go to the Agora, say that you want to place a vote. They'll vary it, they'll decide on its importance, and then you'll have the vote as early as the next day.
Yeah. Simple enough.
Okay, is that something that you guys want to do?
Who wants to do the talking?
Not Otley. He's not very good at that.
You just look. Then you just look to Barracas, who's just like gleaming in the sunlight, with his plus 20
Six-pack
charisma.
poking out. Yeah.
Imagine my music in the background, just like a shower of rain just coming down purely on him.
I mean, if I have to.
If I have to, with a big grin as he walks to the front.
Professional orator. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you head through the various bits of the city, passing Clarissa's apartment, which, strangely enough, seems to have several signs in front of it.
What did they say?
Okay, so first off is the sign that basically gives the address of it, but then planted, it's then sort of like got a hanging basket on the wall, and hanging from the plant itself is a sign that simply says "Resist."
Ominous.
And then underneath that is another sign that then says, I failed to resist. Then underneath that, I really want to get a pedicure at one point, but I can't because I don't have feet.
That's sad.
Don't have feet.
Yeah, there's a snake person that lived here.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't think he was a pedicure type though, to be honest. Well, he's clearly not, he ain't got no feet.
Okay, so do you want to carry on to the Parliament, as it were?
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah, we'll get our vote and then it'll be done in the morning.
yeah, so you basically just follow the directions in the book rather than any particular knowledge, and you basically go to this building here, and you can basically see that this is effectively what equates to an airport terminal, and so people are basically queuing up to effectively be teleported from this floor to the next level of the city.
Yeah, we go up then, do we?
And so you can basically just see this like guy in the booth when you eventually get there. The queue isn't particularly long. It's more people coming down as opposed to people going up. He's just sitting in the booth, just looking really bored, like clearly at the end of his shift. And he was like, "How many?"
9.
We just taking some randoms with us.
All right, silver each.
That's me, and I'll put my hand in my beard and take out a handful of gold and give it to him.
He basically really begrudgingly gets up, takes the gold, realizes that he given too much, doesn't bother to question it, organizes a single silver's change and the gold that the too much gold that he gave you, prints out 9 tickets. Please keep your hands and feet inside the teleportation circle at all times, and above all, do not lick the pedestals.
Say that.
Has somebody been licking pedestals?
We are now.
He's like, as soon as this man's not looking, lick.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so you go through like the archway, and it basically leads down the curving corridor, and eventually you end up in a wide area, very much like a sort of like large platformed elevator. The guards in there to sort of like usher you on, and you can see that around the edges of this lift are 6 sort of like mathematically placed pillars that have runes on them, and again there are signs on them saying please do not lick the pedestals.
I wonder why.
Do I know what a pedestal is?
Yeah, you would know for sort of like tribal what are they called, totems and things like that. So
He was just going to start licking stuff otherwise until he worked out which one he weren't supposed to.
He licks everything, and then he's like, "Oh, this is the one they told me off for. This is a pedestal."
Then we'll wait to get told off. Quickest way
Well,
to
how would he
know?
know he's got the right thing?
You're right, wouldn't he? It could be licking something else that he's also not supposed to lick.
like Barracas.
They start making new rules. They're like, "This also don't lick anything else, please."
Okay, so you can basically just see this again really bald guy, basically just standing next to what effectively looks like a control panel. And so everyone stay still, no licking, and gets ready to pull a lever. Do you want to lick anything?
What I don't think Tyler knows what a pedestal. Isn't a pedestal something like you put like a
Something
bust on or something?
Yeah,
Pedestals, like, yeah, something you.
yeah, they're
you just put
basically
something
like
on for
these
design.
these person-sized columns that are basically just.
What are they in? Are they in the circle with us, or have we walked past them, or are they in the circle with us?
They're around the edges of the circle. And they've got
No,
runes
he's
on
not
them.
going to walk off to one of the edges to lick it. No, that's stupid.
You don't say. Okay.
Okay.
Otley's gonna whisper in Dur's ear and be like, "Pedestal is like an elven word meaning elf," and he's gonna point at the man.
No wonder you don't want licking. Look at him, he looks filthy.
At which point he pulls the lever that's next to him, and all of you are suddenly blinded by this white light that's got purple tinges to it. Can I get a dexterity saving throw from each of you, please?
From all of us.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
What's that? That is a 3. I don't think it's plus anything.
I
it's
also
plus
rolled a 3,
I
and
got
then I
3.
rolled a 7, so I've got a 9.
6.
Onyx, what did you get?
28.
Okay.
Oh.
Jesus.
Right, so did I hear someone get a 9?
I got a 9, yeah.
I got 12.
I got 6.
Right. I'm really sorry to Hayden, George, but your voices sound really familiar. So it's too similar on this. I really have trouble telling you to apart. So who got the 9?
Otley got the 9.
Right, okay, thank you. Right, so you appear pretty much on what appears to be an identical platform, except where the lower floor was a yellow platform, this is a blue. Okay, so Otley, you suddenly become incredibly aware that your werewolf totem necklace is no longer around your neck.
That's it, we're going back.
Okay, can I
Let's
get
do it.
an investigation check from you, please?
Investigation. Oh, crap at this. I've got a 10.
You can use hero points if you want.
What do I get for that?
Inspiration, effectively.
Oh, so it's like just
It's
advantage.
it's stackable inspiration.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, do you know what's like the dice for it?
Just another check. You basically roll with advantage.
Oh, okay. Nat 20.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah, don't
Is it-
steal my necklace.
Instead of finding it around your neck, you find it around your waist.
Oh, okay.
You basically sense that at some level it's the teleportation has disagreed with you, and stuff has shifted in basically on your kit.
Okay. He was ready to like grab a thief and throw him off the city platform.
Okay,
If
and
that's, he's gonna like start like checking the rest of his gear and putting it in the right place.
sure. Okay, so you're effectively ushered off the platform by an equally bored-looking person. Basically, just says, "But those of you who feel nauseous, please do not vomit on the carpet."
Are there any signs that say no licking?
Or vomiting on the carpet.
The main one is no vomiting on the carpet.
Yeah, this platform doesn't have a thing saying no licking, so you're allowed to lick things.
He's already licking the pedestal behind him. That's the words barely left your lips, and he was already looking.
He's already on it. He's
Okay,
like, yes.
can I get a dexterity saving throw from you with disadvantage, please?
Oh god.
Disadvantage. I mean, I rolled a 19 and a 13 plus 3, 16.
Okay, so you take half damage, so bear with me.
If he gets blasted away, Otley's going to catch him.
Okay, so 12. So you take 6 lightning damage. But via the tongue. So, as,
Yeah.
Is that wet?
Oh, it's wet. Oh, she's wet.
and you're basically electrocuted by the residual power that this runic pedestal basically has. And the guy just like looks at you and says, I told them they need to put a bloody sign up.
Yeah, no signs.
The Teleportation Guild takes no responsibility for idiocy.
No, you need a sign. Unfortunately, it's health and safety. Right, what's your name, sir?
He's like, I am the health and safety inspector, and you failed this today because there's no signs. Can Otley like you said it was a runic thing? Can he have a look at what the rune was?
Yeah. Can I get? It would effectively be a proficiency roll, so a D20 plus your proficiency.
D20, so D20 plus 5. Oh, 7.
Okay. You know enough to know that these aren't the sort of runes that you would work with. These are more spell holding runes. The sort that specifically a ritual caster would use to bolster their power. But other than that, you don't have any insight as to what these are.
Yeah, so something like the there's like that spell that's like a rune of warding or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Something more like that rather than his like dwarven runes.
Yeah. Basically designed to conduct power over a large area. So, say if somebody casts a glyph of warding on this, it'll probably be a massive glyph, as it were.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I don't do that wizardy stuff.
Okay, so the elf basically just said, and bear in mind he doesn't have like a name tag or anything in his name. My name is Elred. Please get off the platform.
Elred, I'll take that down. I'll speak to your manager, and he'll write something in his book, but he's already forgotten the guy's name.
Okay, so you are now on the second level of Mensepidas, and big golden text appears in front of you saying, "Location discovered, Mensepidas, second level. You can give yourself 100 XP."
Hey.
100 XP for licking a plinth.
It all counts.
Quick, lick the other ones, we'll get more.
Okay, so the first thing that you can sort of see once you emerge from this chamber or building is that this appears to be the high class element of Minsepidas, and you can also see that everything here has a sort of Arabic Eastern quality to it. Whereas the previous one was sort of like very European medieval style, this is very Eastern. So there's bazaars here instead of markets. Everything here seems to be made out of what is effectively sandstone, and like all of the buildings have like round. They're square buildings with round tops. As opposed to just like the square houses with triangular roofs, that sort of thing. You can also see here that there seems to be a lot of Aarakocra here.
Arrow what, bro?
Aarakocra, the eagle race.
Blind peeps.
Race.
Okay, so where would you guys like to go?
Where's the book say? Yeah, someone else read it. I'm bored of just looking at the symbols. I'm off that wants to take it.
And licking symbols too.
Sure, I'll read it. Parliament? Is that what they call it? Can I even read this book? Holding it upside down, like they handed it to me.
Okay, so you can you've basically been told that the place that you need to go to is the Agora, which from your guidebook you can basically work out is this big building here.
Okay. I think it's over there.
Follow
This
the leader.
direction.
Alright then, so you basically just head in. But the one thing that you can sort of see here is that there are loads of gates that lead into this place. And so this appears to be something of sort of like a miniature fortress. Because it's got a wall that goes all around it, but lots of gates to it. And as you sort of head in, you can see that Parliament seems to be in in action, as it were, as you are finishing, as the day is finishing.
Very good.
I mean, we have to wait till tomorrow now, or do we get to speak to someone now? How does this work? You there, boy! And I'll point to a young Aarakocra trap if I can see one walking past.
Okay, so you say boy, and the elephant is the one that responds and just comes over to you, knocking people out of the way. Yes?
We've been told to come up here for a vote, and we just need to know where to go.
And just points to the guy up front. So, he's taking petitions for tomorrow morning.
Well, thank you very much.
50 gold. He just holds out a hand.
You know what? I was actually going to give you 2 gold, but now you can fuck off.
Otley was going to give him a high five and then just walk past him.
Yeah, do it.
He's going to do that, and you can give him go to give him coins and be like, no.
Jab after.
Oh well, I'll get them next time.
Next time.
Okay, so the crowd here isn't necessarily sort of standing in your way. They're more sort of like milling around, just to, sort of just waiting for people to exit with them. So nobody really bars your passage. As you sort of approach the front of it, however, you do notice that there is a guard standing out of the way, just looking incredibly bored by the situation.
Otley's going to go up to him.
You can see not only does he look bored, he's also dozing off a little bit.
Oh, kill him.
Hey, God. Wake up, mate. There's a guy out there trying to con people.
At which point he wakes up with the stones. No. Who are you?
Come on, wakey.
What?
I'm telling you, I'm reporting a crime. There's a guy out there tried to mug people. He come over and he demanded money.
Oh, you mean the elephant? He does that.
Yeah. You're just gonna tolerate this?
It's just as long as nobody gives him any money, then it doesn't really matter.
Oh. What happens if you give him money?
Then I have authorization to kill him.
Okay. Ollie's gonna go over and give him money.
I saw that. Doesn't count.
Just say, why are you actively trying to get someone killed, bro? They're just trying to make a
Joke's
living.
on you. I don't even have any money. It's all in your guys' bank. Oh, no, tell a lie. No, I have got money, but not much.
Yep.
Is there any particular reason why you're here as opposed to trying to get elephants killed?
A vote or something?
Yeah, we're here for a
Speak to
council.
Oh, I thought you were here to put me out of my misery.
I mean, we could go for a walk.
We're the champions everyone's been talking about.
Yeah.
Really? Have you... In your championing, you can also see that, as he says this, can I get a perception check from you?
Yeah. Ooh, actually good. 21.
Okay. You can sort of see he's slightly pissed as well.
Pissed?
Well, I'm drunk.
In your championing, I don't suppose you've seen a bird wandering around anywhere?
Bro, we're
What's
coming
about,
for a fucking fool.
seen dragons, seen snail people. No birds?
Wait, there was the Aarakocras.
No, like an actual proper bird, like a normal bird.
Oh, do you hear that? He called you not a proper bird. I'll say to the nearest Aarakocra.
You say, "Whack! We're not birds. We're Aarakocras. We're better than birds, bitch."
Yeah, he implied you were lesser.
Oh, God.
Can I get a persuasion check from you, please?
Guys, we're trying to, like, get a whole vote thing, get things together, and why are we starting shit?
21.
In politics, they just start, throwing abuse around and, like, doing stuff.
You'd probably be a little bit better than that, though. Sure, we're better than that.
Why we? Come on, everyone's been so immature.
Excuse you.
So, what did you get done?
The persuasion, 21.
So the Aarakocra then flies over to you and says, "Next time you fall off the side of the cliff, I'm not going to be the one to dive after you." In which way he flies away.
But, to be fair, I think he might want that because he did say he wants someone to put him out of his misery. So.
No, not like that, you idiot. I've been handed the most boring and stupid task anybody in the Royal Guard could possibly have. I have to find a bloody parrot.
Find a parrot.
Well, technically he's not a parrot, but he's annoying as hell. He's run off, and I have to basically stay here waiting for somebody to say whether or not they found him or not.
What happens when you find it?
Well, then I'll be able to go get it and get reassigned to something that matters.
Why is this part so important?
Yeah.
He's the princess's pet, Phoenix.
Well,
Oh,
the
Phoenix,
difference
it's not a
between
parrot,
a phoenix and a parrot.
Sorry, everyone spoke at once there. So, like, McKenny, what did you say?
Yeah, there's a difference between a phoenix and a parrot, bro.
Peru.
A parrot.
Why are we gonna call it?
Okay, so Dirk, can I get a history check from you, please?
Yeah, he remembers. I've seen your skanky bird. Right fucking attitude on him.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
Yeah. He weren't here. He was somewhere else.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, he was. There was a village with a strippers, a Frank's Ladies. You ever been to that place? It's like a couple of shops. A Lion Man had one of the shops, and next door was a stripper place. You know the place?
Yes, I know the main event.
Yeah, that place there. There's a place there that does potions.
Yes, I know of that
You know the place? Yeah, in the back corner, he was your skanky bird, fucking arguing with everyone that tried to help him.
Oh, how interesting. I'll head there straight away. You have my thanks.
Before you do, can you help us put this vote in? It's taken us like fucking weeks just to prove something we've already done.
Alright, fine. Make way! Make way! And as he goes up to... those people are next. And he's like, but there's a queue. I said those people are next.
There you go. Yeah, when you see that bird, give it one of these, and I put my fingers in the air. Give it one of them. It was fucking nasty.
Well, if the thing is still alive, then yes, I will. If it's dead, I'll do it anyway.
It'll be a little chicken then, wouldn't it? It was trying to die last time I saw it, to be fair.
Oh, how generous of it. At which point he then leaves. So, but the clerk is just like, I guess you're next, whoever you are.
You guess right, and we have the alphas.
Alphas? Oh, not again.
Again? You seen us already before?
Well, not you people specifically, but sorry.
Are you calling
sorry.
you people?
Well, you
I was
know,
waiting for that to be noticed.
yeah, alphas, you know. Yeah, sorry, I had two barricasses on the screen. I've been
I was about
looking.
to have it be like, where did Remy go? Wait, why is there two barricades?
I've been looking at the top of the screen. I haven't actually. I've only just moved the screen down. Then I saw her. I was like, oh crap.
I should have commented quicker.
Now, Revy, you're suddenly very charismatic.
It's like, damn.
Let me
Barricades
just get
look
this
so good, I can see
armor
two
off.
of
It's a bit,
Been drinking.
Okay, so who's talking to the clerk?
Barricades.
Are all of you going up as a group, or?
Yeah, we'll all go up.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I'm curious, when you say other alphas, you mean have you seen us before or just other alphas?
cool. Not specifically you, just a bunch of other vagabonds and.
Vagabonds.
Yeah, I mean, one of them was a tiefling. He points to Barricas, though different. There's a dwarf, a gnome, a couple of humans, goblin, and
Those guys.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Is this the fake people?
The fake one, yeah.
Taking credit for everything we've done.
Oh, about that, did they ask for anything? Because we are the original alphas and they are the imposters. May I ask you what was the beating their heads about?
they wanted to put the council to vote on the fact that they were the ones that saved Minceptus from the undead scourge, and to be properly rewarded for that.
Motherfuckers!
Yeah.
Oh,
Fortunately, well, unfortunately for them, but fortunately for you, I suppose, the council unanimously declined their vote.
Oh.
may I ask you why?
And he just shrugs and I don't know. I can speak to the speaker and points up at the elf at the stage, but I'll be honest. When votes get called, then the proper authorities are asked to vote on the matter. They seem to know who it is they're voting for.
Okay.
But that's good. That means that the imposters don't get away with it here.
Well, they don't get away from them, but we're gonna get away from us as well. Well, from me, especially.
I'm afraid in this circumstances they have gotten away with it, as they were allowed to leave. That was yesterday.
So I'll just scry on them later, then we'll track them down and,
We will track
the
this out.
sounds.
This needs to
Yeah,
end.
we'll just
Yesterday.
have a polite conversation with them.
Yeah, have a chat.
And a push him off a cliff.
And I'll turn around and go, you know, speak with Dad, didn't you, Revy?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. We'll have a nice chat.
Yeah, we can have a conversation. We can ask him some questions.
Yeah.
A very malefic grin just appears on Baraka's face, looking at you all.
So, what is it that you want to bring forth for tomorrow's vote?
Yes.
It will be acknowledgement. But
Yeah, that's basically what he's asking. What do you want the council to vote on?
On the facts of the realization of the real offers that destroyed the vampires from the Westlands.
I see.
Question of titles and go on and on and on.
I see. Well, very well. We'll put it to the council. Luckily, things have been somewhat slow with us waiting for trade to open, which has happened today, and so most of the voting that's been happening today has been about that. But I'm sure, and he looks up at these people who are all sitting patiently at their little tables. I'm sure they'll be glad for voting on something separate than that. But yes, come back tomorrow, and the council will vote. I will warn you though. Only people who are present in the agora may present a vote, so I advise you to arrive early.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so that's basically done.
What time of the day is right now?
It's coming to the end of the day, so evening.
Okay.
Okay, so what would you guys like to do with your night? You've got you can see if Clarissa will let you stay at hers again, or you can find an inn, or maybe stay at the church again. It's up to you.
Let's not bother Clarissa anymore. She didn't really like our presence to our house.
Well, she didn't mind. It was Dave that was.
Yeah, the snake was very, you know. I wouldn't mind to sleep in my own bed, honestly. I mean, by myself, without, anybody else.
Yeah, but where?
Want to join the cuddle pile again? Barakas, I'm so upset with that. No more dwarven cuddles for you. No, that's it. You're on the list.
Unless the two of you want to introduce Dave to Otley and Revy.
Trust me, you don't want to.
Who's Dave? I don't think I've met Dave yet.
You might not have been there. You might have. There may have been a session where you were absent.
Sleeping with random strangers.
No, because then you gave him the book.
Oh yeah, I must have been there.
Onyx, what's your vote?
I'm happy for whatever, honestly. Yeah, I don't care as long as we get sleep and chill, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, even camp at the place so we're there first, you know?
I was just thinking
camp
that,
in the room where the votes happen, yeah? Make sure we're priority.
I was debating saying, Otley's just going to, pull up a chair and just sit there and be like, I'm waiting. I will not be late.
It's what people do for concerts, right? It's the same thing, kinda, you want to be there first to get the best chance, all that. Right?
For the front row on the concert.
Yeah. But yeah, otherwise I don't really care.
Otley's happy to start a cuddle pile right here so we're not late, but Barakas is not allowed.
the elephant comes over to you and is like, can I
the
join?
cuddle pile.
The elephant just comes over and is like, can I join?
Yeah, you're not on the list.
10 gold.
You know what? I would like my own beat.
You're lucky that guard's gone.
Revy, what's your vote?
Me.
I'm gonna go and find the nearest room for rent. Maybe not the nearest, but certainly something nearby. How about that?
Bear in mind, Clarissa is an angel, so would Revy have anything to say about that?
I mind my own business.
Yeah.
She, I don't know Clarissa, so she's not nosy.
Well, Clarissa was at the beach, but unfortunately that was the time whenever you were away. But
Yeah.
so Revy has technically seen Clarissa before,
okay.
but she's basically Scott's wife and an angel, and she actually has a house in Minsepidas.
No. Can I find a room for rent?
Certainly. How nice a room are you looking for?
A medium. I mean, there's not going to be anywhere dodgy around here, so like a good room. A feather pillow.
Okay.
Something classy. Not that classy though. Not made of money.
No, it's not too nice.
I'm not made of money with us with like over 80 grand in the bank.
Okay, so you basically go to again, not necessarily the nearest inn, but sort of a decent one, and somewhere that provides bathing services along with food and bedding.
Oh, perfect.
But yeah, we totally need a bath. Looking at the half moon.
And then Tordon basically then says, "We can take shifts of who can sit in the chairs at the console." Adventurer. Okay, so Revy has gone to the inn. Is anyone else going with him?
I'll go with
Yeah.
it.
Mate, it's got a spa.
Oh yeah, but not mind a nice massage. So get all this tension off the shoulders.
Don't oversleep though. Okay. Don't want to oversleep.
Okay, so you go to this inn to request time in their spa house. So have servants like massage you and all of that. So can each of you deduct 4 gold pieces aside from, I'm assuming Otley you're saying that?
Yeah, Otley staying.
Okay, so everybody else deduct 4 gold from your personal inventories.
Does it have a garden?
It has a garden space, but it's more just like flower beds outside the building. You're in a very urbanized area at the moment.
Still might whack up his house in a tree. He'll pay still anyway.
Okay, so the night comes and goes, and you're then woken up relatively early by the staff who've sort of asked to wake you up in time for you getting to the Agora on time. But are you just going to head straight to the Agora, or are you going to wander a bit?
Coffee first, maybe a croissant, and then yes, ready to go.
There's nothing to do with getting our allies' votes in order or anything like that. It's all locked in, right? This is a done deal. We're not going to be snubbed at the pedestal, right?
I have no fucking idea.
Can you give me either history or I'll say survival, history or survival, depending on.
Surviving the council.
Yeah, there isn't a stat for just like I don't know,
Well,
politics or anything like that. So,
Got a 16 survival.
Okay, but you're not entirely sure how this works. Nobody's really explained it to you, but nobody has been worried in the fact that they've said that they'll vote for you. They haven't said like, let us know when you're going to, but when you need this vote. Like they seem confident in the fact that they don't need that information.
Okay.
So from that, you're sort of getting a gist that at some level they will know, and you're also guessing that's why the other alphas didn't succeed, because when they put their votes forward, they knew that they weren't you guys, and therefore didn't vote for them.
I did want to, in that night, the night before, I did want to scry on the other pack of Ah, we've seen them, right?
Yep, you've had first-hand encounters with them. He's given you their names and stuff like that. So in this case, it will be a particular outfit that you'll be scrying on. Who would you like to scry on?
Who do you think looks I'll speak to the group. Who do you think looks easiest to scry on? Because if they've got like a solid mind, then they'll block it. Which of those little fuckers do you think would have the least solid mind?
The warrior.
There was Kashan Redskin, who seemed to be a sort of duelist style fighter. There was Dortum the Wizard.
Yeah.
Black Jen Thornspurn, who seemed to have been a sort of fighter archer.
Okay.
Min Rayla, who was a bard.
A big one, a big red one.
Tonrik was sort of like the one of the barbarians of the group, and then you had Olympus, who was another barbarian.
Got to be one of the last two barbarians.
Yeah, we'll go for one of the barbarians. Either one.
Okay, they get a saving throw against this, don't they?
Yeah, so it's scrying. We read it the other day, but I think it's different if I'm scrying on a person. They have to save against my spell save DC.
Okay, so
I don't think they get any modifiers if I know them. I think that's how it works.
Okay, so they get a -5 to their save modifier, given that you've got first-hand information, you've met them, but you don't have any objects of them. So yeah, it's just a straight save against them. He gets a -3 to this, and that's a 10. So I take it that's
17.
Okay. So first off, so you're scrying on them, and specifically on Olympus. And you can see that he is standing in front of what appears to be a giant deer, and he's basically just like he's wrapped one of its intestines around his arm, and he's basically just pulling intestines out of this deer.
Oh god! Oh.
You can see that they're in a cave of some sort, and there's all sorts of scratchings on the wall, and you can see that the other barbarian, Tonrik, has a pickaxe and is trying to basically whack at one of the smoother walls which is in front of you that has all sorts of cave drawings on it, and you can sort of see the outline of what appears to be a doorway where she's basically trying to whack through with the pickaxe.
Right, I'll be saying this out loud. They're in a cave. Something to do with inscriptions on a wall they're trying to break through. Is there anything else I can see? Any iconography around, or what kind of stone it might be, so I can try and work out the location? Or I don't know how scrying works. I don't know what I'm allowed to see.
Yeah, you basically just have like 360 visions around this, but you're effectively stuck on the same spot.
I hear them as well. What are they talking? Or are they just huffing and puffing?
So Olympus, who's like pulling out the intestines, he's huffing and puffing. There seems to be like hard work. But you can hear like the not necessarily distant, but like the quiet strums of a lute, like just playing odd chords. But you then hear Dortum talking various incantations as he appears to be practicing a spell. Black Gem seems to be sharpening a sword, and Kashan Redskin appears to be reading a book of some sort.
Okay.
Can I get a perception check from you, sort of in this scrying form?
Perception, something I'm good at. Let's roll. We didn't roll high. We rolled a 12 though, so 22.
Okay, so you can sort of make out the front cover of this. And bear with me while I get the title of the book.
Is it upside down? Because Dale will have an easier job if he's going to try and read it upside down.
Come on. Right. Sorry, Word is being irritating.
Yeah, my word just doesn't open on my PC anymore.
Okay, so you can basically read put the Earth Heart Forge and a history of the Earth Heart Forge and its place in Dwarven society.
Yeah, I'll remember that when I'm out. And I'll just hang around for 10 minutes and just listen to hear if anything interesting.
Okay, nothing really appears to happen aside from Alumbus basically shouting out in annoyance as the intestine that he's pulling on snaps and he basically falls over wrapped up in this giant deer's innards, and he then shouts at Honore to take over and the others basically complaining whenever he says food's gonna be late.
I'll snap out of it. I don't know who's going to be with me, but I'll be like, okay, so there was a book about the Dwarven Kingdom. Tyler's already forgotten what it is, so Durr has as well.
The Earth Heart Forge, I'll say you remembered it. It was specifically stuck in your brain.
Yeah, the Earth Heart Forge. Anyone recognise that?
Wait, a book about what?
The Earth Heart Forge.
Wait,
no, they're
did you
underground
manage
digging.
to read the book?
No, just the title. I can't read the whole book. It was that the red one was reading it.
Otley,
Do
does
we
that
know
mean
anything
anything to
about
you?
it?
What was that, Matt?
Does that mean anything to Otley?
Is this while he's there? I thought this was.
He's come out of it now
I
and
didn't
he's reporting.
Yeah, I didn't really say it properly. Yeah, I've come out of it now. I've listened for 10 minutes. They were downstairs or underground somewhere mining something. One of them was like pulling intestines out of this giant deer creature. Like a bit of a stag. He was like pulling intestines out of it and out of it and out of it. It was fucking gross. And then the red one was reading a book, The Earth Forge Unbound. I forgot already again.
Okay. Yeah, Ollie does recognise that. Sorry, I thought this was like before you guys rejoined where Ollie was. So I was
It
being
was supposed to
quiet.
be the night before. That's my bad because I didn't want to waste a spell slot the next day.
Well,
Oh,
we
right, yeah,
can
yeah,
basically
gotcha.
say that you scribed and then whenever you related to the group and then you also related to Otley as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So like when you tell Otley, he'll like perk up a bit and he'll be like, yeah. Did it? You know, you were scrying. Did he say anything like? Or was it just he was reading the book? Like the book seemed to say something about it, or?
Yeah, it was the title of the book. They were underground though, like digging away. I don't know how far away this place is meant to be, but
Yeah,
if they were here yesterday, they've got to be close-ish.
Yeah, the cave
So that-
itself
so they've
was
got to be-
lit by a campfire as well.
Yeah, there you go.
So they're within a day somewhere from here. You can't tell like which direction.
No. All I get is like a look on them. Like you imagine, just like sort of being behind someone and looking at them. I can barely see what's around. Really, I was only lucky to be able to.
Yeah,
see
it's
what's
basically
going
like
on.
being on CCTV camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been looking for that book.
Okay.
It's yeah.
Well, if we
Hopefully,
find them,
hopefully we can
find
find
them.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if they're digging, maybe they know where the forge is. Maybe that's why they have the book. Bonus, because I'm looking for the forge as well.
Well, there you go.
So that will be perfect.
What is
We
the
need to find these
forge?
guys.
I guess it's like obviously a forge, but is it special or what?
Well, it's important to me and my people and my culture. It's well, and then he like pulls out the pickaxe and he's basically the one of our creator gods for dwarves gave one of our prior kings way back a series of items, basically like a god making a weapon, except he made him tools really, and then with those tools he made a new weapon, and I'm hoping to maybe find that.
Oh, sick.
So
Got a
I mean, this
weapon.
is the first part, and he points at like the pickaxe, and he's like, the forge is another piece I need.
Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll track them down. Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to ask about and see who's seen them. They must have gone down to the bottom of this level, right? At least to get out of here. So if you can teleport out from up here. So if you go down to the bottom level, we can ask about and see if anyone remembers. You know, it's an awkward crew. There's like 6, 7 of them, and they all look fucking weird. Hopefully, someone will have seen them walking around.
Yeah, hopefully we can track down roughly where they might have gone.
Yeah.
I mean, you said these guys are claiming to be like us, right?
Apparently.
What if we listen for rumours of us completing jobs that we know we didn't do?
Yeah, it's not a bad shot.
That'd give us a right idea.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Keep
either
on
way, they
scrying
can't.
on him as well, right? Maybe see some
Yeah,
more.
but we could keep scrying.
Yeah, I
nice.
think screw.
I mean, they don't-
Yeah, we'll screw.
Either way, they need this pickaxe to if they've got the same goal as me. So they have to find us eventually. But it'd be nice to find it before they do.
We'll see what their game is pretending to be us as well. What if they're not pretending? What if they are
plus-
actually us?
There's that.
So Tordon basically perks up at this and basically says the people that they're impersonating is effectively what this crew was at a very particular point in the campaign. So they basically are impersonating you lot when when Onyx joined the group. And from that point onwards, they don't seem to have any concept of who Barakas, Revi, Dur, or Otley are.
Okay.
I thought they had a tiefling and a goblin in that though, or are they just other people they've got, randomers?
So, she then basically says, well, Kashan Redskin, at the time, the guy who basically claimed the leadership was Kashan Crimson Scale, who was their Dragonborn fighter.
Yeah.
There's Onyx is basically the name of a black gem.
Yeah. I thought you were saying Black Jim. I was like, you can't keep saying that.
But Dortum, sort of just told him, rearranged. Minrela represents Mirela. Alumbus was the barbarian of the group when you were in Min Sepadas, and then Tonrik was McKelly's old character whenever he was a monk.
Right, so how long ago was this then? Why do you think they're impersonating that kind of a group?
It's sort of in-game time. That was about a month ago.
What happened a month ago then? Anything special? Anyone who can create replicas of people they've seen?
So Tom then pipes up again. Natalie's gone to bed. That's why I've taken over. But she basically pipes up that the group had gone to Aqua Veda and had effectively defeated the warlord of Escaroth there, who was effectively trying to start an Atlantean invasion, but then fell off a cliff and killed himself.
Right, well, that's all gone over my head. I can't think about this for now.
There was a Kraken involved,
Oh,
which they may have sort of adopted.
I've got to look at that. Maybe I can turn into one in the future. What's a Kraken, like CR25 or something?
Well, at the time it was an
I don't think they're that
adolescent
much.
one, but again, that was over a month ago. So-
Oh mate, Kraken will fuck you up. I
Yes,
watching
it
on Critical Role, they've got like 8 arms and they'll just eat you.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 times.
They did encounter said Kraken, at which point the Dragonborn thought it would be a good idea to give it a hug, which he very quickly regretted.
It hugged him back.
Yeah, tighter.
I love it.
Okay, so you guys arrive at the Agora, but there is sort of like this guard post where they're basically checking people, making sure that they can enter, which was something that they didn't do the day before. So you get the feeling that there's some sort of extra security for people joining at the start of the day. as opposed to anything else. But you're not the first ones there, but you are early on, and it takes a while for the representatives of the different states to turn up. But
When you say we're not the first ones there, Otley slept in a cuddle pile by himself, so he was the first one there. He was there before any of the politicians.
yeah, pretty much.
And if you never left.
Yeah, it's just this guard just standing over you, just repeating, like, you need to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave.
He just says it on repeat, and I ignore him the entire night on his shift. He was like, "You need to leave."
You are
go
trespassing,
away.
adventurer. You need to leave.
He just sits in the chair all night.
Okay, so you sort of get the impression that nothing can really occur until the representatives of the estates arrive, and they do in sort of good time, but again, they're not the first people to arrive at the Agora. So there's 10 of them, and they all take their seats behind various tables, and you can see that they effectively represent all of the different facets of the high society. So you've got the royal family, the noble land-owning classes, the clergy, the populace, the private businesses, the military, the Draken Guard, the druid circles, the beast guard, and then just a random clerk who represents the Xenos.
Good turnout.
Okay, so as people begin to filter in, a bell is then rung, and at which point the general hubbub around the Agora just suddenly goes. At which point the elf that you saw the earlier day basically says, basically seems to open the day with some sort of prayer. At which point she then says, "This speaker has spoken. The next speaker shall listen." At which point Tabaxi steps out of the crowd, dressed in exactly identical clothing as she is, and basically walks up to her up one flight of stairs. They bow to each other. She then descends down the other, and effectively just leaves the Agora.
Yeah.
Very good.
So this Tabaxi in like this really guttural voice says, "The order of business shall begin. The markets may open. The gates shall open. The military shall practice its drills. The schools will open." And basically just goes through this entire list of basically what businesses are allowed to open and close, and those that aren't allowed. And you notice that pretty much anything that is luxury based, like art, taverns, that sort of thing, they aren't allowed to open until the midday. Pretty much anything that is business and trade orientated, they're allowed to open. Luxury things aren't. And then after this really long list, and this is a really exhaustive thing because he's literally just gone through every single facet of society, he finally says, "Now we turn to the voting business. First on the agenda, a claim, another claim, by the Alphas that they are the ones who defeated the vampiric horde. They wish to be recognised and rewarded for that. Let the voting begin." At which point, each of these clerks who are behind these desks, they turn over, so they all light these really long candles, and all of them are equal height, and basically light them. And you can see that these are quite fast melting candles in comparison to what a normal one would melt at. At which point, all of these delegates who are behind these tables, they all start, but all except the clerk, this one, all of them seem to go into some sort of trance, and start writing things down on pieces of paper, or just generally just sit there in this trance form. The clerk, on the other hand, is just simply going through a tablet that he's just got in his hands and making notes on it. Does anyone want to do anything during the sort of interim?
I don't want to break proceedings.
Yeah, in these proceedings.
Well, I'm gonna slick up my hair back and then try to look as much as presentable as possible.
Otley does the same thing, mirroring Barracast, but he's obviously bald, so he just like brushes his head.
I'll move you guys to the front, so that's so you're there. And the elephant comes over next to you.
You're not an alpha.
I could be.
Neither are you.
I helped you guys.
I could have helped you guys too.
He fucking told you that, Otley.
Alpha Man, I'm also helping them for a price. They've got enough paid help, thank you very much.
Fine, I'll leave for 10 gold.
Oh,
Oh, give him money so he can go to prison.
no, if you
Yeah,
give him
to
money,
give money,
he'll
he
just
just
keep coming back for
did.
more.
Yeah, I don't give him anything.
Next time. He just goes, I'll remember you.
Wait, they just let him in here?
He just comes around. He's just a homeless guy who comes around asking for money.
And bear in mind, he is also an elephant, so he probably has quite an imposing structure to him.
If he asks us again, say, remember, we said no.
You should remember,
Yeah.
you're an elephant.
Yeah, elephants never forget. You should remember I told you to go away.
Okay, so the candles basically burn down. This is like a half-hour process, and but you can see that a lot of the delegates have pretty much instantly gotten their result. So a lot of them are just simply sitting there waiting. But the ones that do take the time are the guilds, the populace, the clergy, and the nobles. But they are the ones who take
We
it.
didn't take many favors.
They're the ones who take the most amount of time. And so, once the candles are sort of burnt down, there's a sort of like gong noise as people symbolise that the sort of counting period is over, and they then the tabaxi then sits back up, or stands back up rather, and so the votes are cast. How votes the Xeno? So the clerk basically just simply holds up a rod, and it's red. And the tabaxi then goes, the Xeno, vote no.
Who are the Xeno? Do we know who they are?
No.
Okay, so it's in the book that you have, whether read that or not. But the Xeno basically represents the populace who are not citizens of Minas Epidas. They're basically the foreigners.
I mean, should they even really get a vote? If this was Trump's America, they wouldn't be allowed.
But if you basically sort of following that, you go to the chapter listed under the Xeno, and you actually find out that they don't actually get a vote. They vote through managed democracy. So instead of being able to vote at the end of the tax year, they fill out a questionnaire based on what they want for politics to focus on in that year, and as a result of that, they don't get to vote. They just simply vote yes or no in accordance to whether or not the vote in question applies to them. Which in this particular instance it doesn't seem to have done.
I shall remember that.
Yeah, yeah. Didn't even count, and now you're in our bad book.
So the clerk just simply shrugs at you and says, literally just here to fill out to apply the questionnaire. I literally do not care. So he then goes and says, "How vote the Beast Guard?" And Beast Guard holds up a blue stick. The Beast Guard votes yes. How votes the Druids? Another blue. How vote the Draken Guard? Another blue. How vote the military? Another blue. How vote the guilds? And there's a slight pause. And then the guy holds up a blue rod, and then says 64.
64 what?
And
Beer on the wall?
and so the Tabaxi then says the guilds vote yes with 64 to 36 of the vote.
Hmm.
So it's like a percentage kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
so
and not like. So he represents a group of guilds, and so many of the guilds said yes, so many said no.
yes. So assuming that it was 100% vote turnout, 36% of the guilds said no.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
64 said yes. So, we're on.
How vote the populace? The populace vote yes, 63.
Gave them all muffins.
How vote, how vote the clergy? 61. Yes. How vote the nobility? 56. Yes.
Hmm.
And so with that, the Tabaxi then says, the majority in favour. The royal vote is cancelled.
The royal vote what?
The royal vote is cancelled. Basically, they don't actually need to bring in the royal vote because you basically need a 7 out of 10. You have so far you have 9 out of 10.
Easy.
Sorry, 8 out of 10. So even if the Royal Guard voted no, which they wouldn't have done because you've still got 2 of the. You've still got 2 of the 3 voting royal family members on your side anyway. But you would have basically have had 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
So the only ones who didn't vote yes, basically, are the foreigners, who are now also going on the list. Otley's going to refuse to cuddle foreigners for the rest of the campaign.
The vote is settled. Democracy prevails. These alphas are to be given permission to claim responsibility for vanquishing the vampiric menace and saving all of our lives. A point which should have been much easier to claim, but democracy must prevail. Congratulations, alphas. You are now heroes. At which point the entire Agora bursts into applause.
Hey.
Otley's like facing the crowd and he's like flexing hero poses.
There's acting bashful.
Alphas, your part here is done. You may now journey to the palace to claim your just reward.
Oh shit.
No?
At which point the guy who sort of like is managing the petitions basically comes down and he hands you a scroll that has it's wrapped up with a band, but on that band is the symbol of Men Sapidas.
Why do I feel like we've just beaten Lance in the Elite Four?
So what was that?
Have you ever played like the old Pokemon games? You know when you beat like the final person of the Elite Four, and then you're like, "Oh, we'll take you to the Hall of Champions," and then you get there and there's some motherfucking dude there you have to fight.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna find this last cleric.
Yeah, or it's gonna be like our group being like, "How we beat you, bitches."
Yes, there most definitely isn't a major boss battle at the end of this. I
It's
swear.
just the elephant.
I mean, I can be there for 10 gold.
No.
10 gold for me to kick the shit out of you. Deal. I just start
Deal.
punching him in the face.
Dad's on board if they're asking for it, you know, I mean, willingly.
Yeah. Like, this is paid service. I shouldn't get arrested.
Okay, so basically on this scroll, first off is a writ of passage for you to journey to the palace district, and for you to be effectively let in. But the other part of this is effectively instructions on where to go, and it effectively says to head to the Platinum Temple of Bahamut for entry to see the king of Minas Epidus.
Ooh.
Perfect.
Hey, you guys go head straight there.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Be rude not to keep a king waiting.
Okay. Right, I am aware of how late it's getting, but unfortunately I neglected to finish the temple map because I couldn't agree on what it was going to look like, so we'll have to do this by Theatre of the Mind. But you journey out of the Agora, go to the teleportation circle, and hand over the writ. They spend a long time resetting everything, but they're not used to sending people up to the temple district, just going up and down. But once they're ready, you are teleported up. Can I get a dexterity saving throw from everybody, please?
Oh my god.
Pretty good. It's a natural 18 plus 3 from 21.
17.
14.
Got a nat 1.
Oh my god.
Oh, who's going to be discorporated?
Does my danger sense kick in with this?
Yes.
Cool.
Another one.
Another natural one. Okay.
Another natural one.
No. Oh, thank God. No, it was I got a total of 6. I rolled a 4.
Okay. Onyx, what did you get?
I got an 18.
Don't know why I even bothered to ask. So-
I appreciate it.
Okay, for a moment, you feel like you've lost your silvered axe hue. And can I get an investigation check from you, please?
Yeah. 9.
Do you want to keep that, or do you want to use the hero point? Or does anyone want to guidance him?
I'll guidance him out of D4.
Four with the guidance.
So that's 13 in total, yeah?
Yeah.
You can see the totem hazard.
Neat!
No, Totem is just as surprised to see it in her hand as you are, and it's like, what do I do with this?
Otley just reaches out his hand.
He's trying to play it cool, but she's a thief.
He's like holding his hand out expectantly, like
Yes.
he then like points at it and he's like, "That's mine. Can I have it back, please?"
Okay, so just in the interest of her not being here and making her the wrong decision for her, she gives you the axe back.
Making the wrong decision. She says no, and I just throw her off the cliff.
I'm fucking wailing on her. This poor little wizard holding a book up for protection.
Well, it's going to give me the same treatment as the elephant. So let's punch it.
At the end, just walk off and flip her 10 gold.
takes a spellbook, beats her with her own spellbook.
You wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you? Take glasses off and just backhand him with them.
Yes, smacks her with the glasses. Like, yeah, sticks and stones break bones, words don't hurt unless I hit you with a book. Just smashes her in the face. No, he just takes his axe back. He doesn't hit anyone in the face.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the first thing that
Yeah.
you can establish from being up here is that it is bitterly cold, and you're at an altitude where it is again a little bit hard to breathe. And as you're sort of like looking around on this platform, which is red in comparison to all the others, you can see there's a bunch of soldiers behind what appears to be a glowing wall of force, and they're trying to usher you over the threshold.
Ollie's gonna like head over.
Okay. But as you pass through the barrier, there is some resistance, and it does sort of like slow you to like literally a slow motion crawl. But as you fall in, you'll suddenly find yourself in a very warm and comfortable environment. It's all like the difference from being outside in bitter cold to suddenly walking into like a well heated environment. And so can I get Arcana for anyone who's interested?
Yeah.
Natural 19, but I don't have any Arcana pluses.
I got a 5 and a 6.
12.
Okay, so those of you who got more than 13, you will know that this is effectively the trait of Lehman's tiny hut, but magnified to encompass this entire area.
Awesome.
And as you look back, you can sort of see that ice is starting to form on the floor where you were originally standing. So you show the writ of passage to the guards, and that's okay. That seems to be an order. Odd, but never seen that before. And they say, journey to the gardens first. The princess will probably want to speak to you before you head into the temple.
Okay.
Which is a question of whether or not you want to do that.
Yeah. Well, you'll do that.
Yeah, you were asking about a garden yesterday, weren't you?
Yeah, but it's normally so with my staff here, I just stab it in the ground and it sprouts me a house. But it comes with a tree that's like 60 feet, and some people get pissed off when you do it in their garden.
Yeah, maybe the royal garden.
Just
That's
destroys all of these nice flowers with a treehouse.
Yeah.
Okay, so you journey through the palace district, and you can see this is very wide open areas, and you can see that this is mostly residential. There's no sort of like markets or blacksmiths or any sort of like shops here. You can see this is purely an area for living in, and you can see that some of the guards are moving with you, and they effectively take you past all the main complex's buildings to what appears to be a water garden, and they effectively bring you out into what is effectively the centre of a small lake, but where this building, which is connected by this little bridge, seems to house a luxury apartment.
Who lives there? We got someone with us.
May I so one of the guards basically leads you to basically here, and then says, presenting the Princess Shalana.
We met you already. Have we met this one already?
No, you probably have met my sister Kaylin.
Oh, that was it when we saved your brother's life.
Yes, that.
Yeah, just a small task, you know, for this group. We're exceedingly exceptional, or whatever we do.
Heroes, don't you know? Officially.
Officially, the stamp to prove it.
Yes, so I see. Though I do owe you a personal thanks for the return of my most beloved pet.
Yeah.
Oh, we just... Deed's boy seems to be right.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Theo, go tell them how thankful you are. At which point the Phoenix basically just flies over to you. Goes up to particularly to Durr. Sort of hovering in front of you. And then can I get a dexterity saving throw from you, please?
Me?
Yep.
What's a bird gonna do to me? Ah, I was cocked. It's an 18 as well.
Okay.
Rolled it again. It's 12, 15.
Okay. So he's going to try and peck you, but where he misses, and he just sort of like goes into the barrier, he then lets out this at you, and then flies back onto the sofa stand.
What did I tell you, little fucker?
What, did he spit on you?
Yeah, little fucker. I'll spit back as it flies away.
I guess it's just custom here.
Yeah, I'll just do the polite thing and return the favour.
Don't worry, he's just in the mood. I won't keep you particularly long, she attempts to stand up, and you can see that her leg is pretty much entirely encased in sort of like metal boot, which goes all the way up to her thigh, and you can see that the handmaiden behind her basically needs to support her up.
Oh, you shouldn't stand up. It is fine if you just want to lay down.
So, at which point she sort of nods and sits back down, and she gestures you over, and she does so with a hand that is missing 2 fingers.
Which fingers?
Did she once like stick her fingers up a little bit too close to Durr and he bit them off?
So it's the pinky and the ring finger on her right hand, and you can see that these have actually been replaced with a ghostly image of what fingers would look like.
Oh, cool.
Love that. Where can I get a pair of those?
That's pretty badass.
Unfortunately, they're not all they're cracked up to be. You see, I have a personal debt with the Vampire Scourge, a debt which you have repaid, so I just wanted to express my thanks.
You're most welcome.
Truly, my land can't repay you for the good that you've done us, although I'm sure my father will do his utmost to ensure that you are.
Yes, about that. We were expecting the king. Not to sound disrespectful at all.
Oh, you're not here to receive your reward here. No. I just simply summoned you here to give you my personal thanks.
Oh.
I just wanted to say that before you journeyed to my father's realm.
Sure. Well, thanks. Your appreciation will be taken care of from the alphas.
Got any advice for when we speak with the king? Anything that we should or shouldn't say?
And she looks to you very specifically. She says, "You're a Bahamut, aren't you?"
Yeah. Absolutely. Devout.
Then I would say, do not explode with excitement.
Oh, shit.
This phrase is my time.
Although I would say, don't bother lying. My father is one of the wisest creatures of all existence. He will know. And most importantly, don't try to haggle.
Okay. Duly noted.
Yeah, acknowledged.
Alright then. So I won't take up any more of your time. At which point she very painfully lies back down on the on the bed.
Baracus will give her a respectful bow and walk off.
And then, so, as you turn around and leave, can I get perception checks from all of you?
I'm going to guide myself. I always forget. Oh, that's a
Nat 20 for a 22.
That's a 22 as well.
Yeah, I rolled that one.
Okay, so as you walk away, you can hear her voice just sort of whisper across the balcony. It's like, "Please take me with you. I'm bored out of my brains." And then you hear one of the handmaidens say, "What was that, Your Highness?" Nothing. I'm fine."
You want to come with us, Princess?
No, the princess needs to stay here and recover. She's got
I
very...
don't think I asked you.
Sarah, are you flirting with princesses again?
Just being friendly, innit?
In it.
No, I insist. The princess must stay here and recover. She can't get up to any adventures. She's too important. Aren't you, princess?
I'll turn to Ollie and go, "Do you hear something? I hear some little bitch squawking."
Yeah, it's
Did
sounds
you
like
call me a
mosquito.
bitch?
Otley spits on it.
This is going so well.
Alright, let's go talk to the king before we get killed.
Right.
Please.
It's not much of an adventure, though. Surely a daughter can see her father.
Yeah.
If the princess would like to accompany us, or we accompany her.
So the princess looks hopeful, and then then the other handmaiden says, "I'm afraid the strain on your the transformation will be a bit too much strain on your body as it is."
Is there no way we can heal her? Like, our character, is there no way we can
I have rejuvenation. I can grow a leg back.
grow a leg? I mean, it might actually fucking help.
Please do. This legit would be so cool.
Because then the princess is more on our side for whatever reasons. You know, it could encourage more of a reward.
We had a long rest, right? I haven't prepared my spells for the day yet.
Yes, you have long rested. Sorry, I forgot to mention that.
I was rocking around at like 50 HP and all.
Yeah, you got hit pretty hard in that fight.
Yeah. Spells, man, spells.
So the princess basically just turned around and said, "Oh, it has been cast on me. That's what this is for. This is to help mould the new leg."
Oh, fair enough. What do you mean? Like normally it just grows as like another leg. What do you need a mould for? What would it look like otherwise?
A leg that's much longer than it should be. I wasn't. And she unbuckles it, and you could and sort of pulls it down just a little bit, and you can see the very definitive cut where her leg was severed, and then where new flesh is beginning. And so she then pulls it back up, and so the new flesh is sent into the cast, and the cast shapes it.
Okay.
Remember that for the future. Because even if you lose a limb, you don't want like some gargantuan limb growing out of you, do you?
Unless, of course, you do. It gives you a wing.
Unless, of course, you do.
Yeah.
Okay, so the guards then escort you to the temple. And Revi, can I get a religion check with advantage for you, please?
Sure. Somehow my religion is -1. I got a 14.
Okay.
How is your religion -1? Sorry.
I was just-
what?
I
Well, the droid doesn't do it even later, so...
Hang
What
on.
is the
Otley knows more about religion than the cleric.
But like my medical technique is unique.
Questionable at best.
Yeah. Your medical technique is sticking your finger in something's mouth, so... I'm
Yeah, I was
not
debating
pretty
whether
sure.
or not, but she's probably got royal physicians well trained in.
He's like, "I can heal your leg," and he sticks his finger in the princess's mouth.
No, please.
She's like, "What are you doing?"
It's all part of the process. Let it happen.
Yeah, I'm a qualified doctor.
God.
Don't judge my techniques. I learnt this in medical school.
So old Dr. Ripley used to do to me at night. He said,
I was going to say that, yeah. It's not actual medicine. He was just traumatized by this one doctor who just kept putting his finger in his mouth. Look, this is the real technique, I swear.
14.
Okay, so the temple seems to be, at least the front of it, seems to be carved out of a giant platinum dragon. And so you recognise all the symbology and stuff. This is a temple dedicated specifically to Bahamut.
This is great.
So
I recognise this from back in the day.
So this is effectively sort of like the difference between going to church and going to the Vatican, if that makes sense. This is basically where, at the end of your religious career, you want to end up as the high priest of this temple. Because this isn't just a temple to Bahamut, this is the temple to Bahamut.
Nice. I ruffle through my my possessions in my satchel here, and I pull out I got an image of Bahamut and hold it up. It's like, yeah, it's the same one.
Thank God I had a bath. Okay, so you journey through, and you enter this sort of open, this permanently open building. It's very Athenian in its architecture. So it's got pillars that go all the way around it in sort of courtyard, and there's a massive structure in the middle, and sort of overlooking this temple is a solid platinum dragon that is several hundred feet in diameter. That's sort of like rearing up and being held from the ceiling.
Oh, wow.
And so, as you're sort of like taking in the sight, a halfling comes over with severe face paint and wearing a solid platinum sort of papal crown on her head. She comes up to you and bows to you and says, "Greetings. We have been expecting you. The king is waiting. If you'll follow me."
Do it.
Very good.
Yeah, that's fine.
And she leads you basically through the entirety of the temple to the far side, and you can basically see that there is that if there is anything metal here, it's made of platinum. So all the door hinges are made of platinum. The door handles, the notices that go on the plinths. Pretty much everything here is made out of platinum, unless it has a particular reason not to be. So, like where they wanted to have gold, it's gold, that sort of thing.
Beautiful.
And so she leads you over to what appears to be an archway, which is made of intertwining threads of platinum to give it a sort of like vine-ish look. And it's this archway that is just in the middle of this wide open area in the temple. Next to the temple are a bunch of is a table, brilliantly ornate, silk fabrics all over it, and on it are a number of potions. Put in sort of there's 5 of each potion going in perfectly symmetrical lines. There's a blue, a green, a red, a white, and a black, and there's 5 of each. She bows to you and then indicates to the potions. Each one of you choose a potion.
I'll take a black one.
Some kind of roll. Shall I religious this up?
You can do if you want, with your -1.
with my -1. We got a natural 20, 19.
Okay. But you're suddenly very aware of what the princess meant by "don't explode with excitement." You have heard, like in hushed rumor, a rite which is given only to the most prestigious of heroes, where you are able to enter the Draken realm to visit the king, who very literally sits at the right side of Bahamut,
Oh shit.
and go
I'll try not to explode with excitement.
and passage through that requires some sort of transformation.
Whoa!
Are we all gonna be dragons?
It sounds like it.
Whoa.
Fuck yeah, I give you my horns.
Kashan's gonna be kicking himself. He's not here.
Okay, so Durr has taken the black. Barakas, which one do you take?
Red.
Onyx, which one do you take?
I'll go green if that's available.
Yep. There's 5 of each, so you guys can double up. Otley, which one do you take?
Oh, I'll go for a blue one.
That's stupid for me to ask, to be honest.
Yeah.
Revy, which one do you take?
Green?
Okay, and then I'll ask Natalie which one she wants in the morning. Okay, so the priestess basically holds up her hands, indicating for you to not drink them straight away. And she says that once you drink them, you must immediately journey through the portal. And she gestures at the empty archway, which suddenly fills up with a purple vortex.
Ooh, okay.
The portal will remain open for you for as long as you need it. If you choose to stay, the portal will know.
That's terrifying.
Whoa.
Good luck, and remember, this reward is well deserved. She bows to you again. And she holds it, not specifically looking at you. You sort of take that as your cue to drink the potions.
Were they were they just in like the chromatic colours?
Just the chromatic colours, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was just checking.
Okay, so are you guys drinking?
Yeah.
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 Can we
Yeah.
pause it? Can we pause it here and pick up next week, maybe?
Yeah, this is
Before we
basic-
drink them.
Yeah, we can pause it here before you drink them. I was going to pause it once you went through the vortex, but sure, we can.
So do we want to I'll have spells I can cast on people if people want to go through. But we just fucking down them.
I don't mind us waiting. And we can find out what colour she picked as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you, because, as I said, we probably won't be revisiting this until after Christmas.
Oh shit, yeah. Well, that's a good place to hold it then, just before we drink the potions. And then next time,
Yeah.
you fucking just talk us through transforming into dragons and shit.
Alright then, so she straightens up and then she starts glitching out, and then the world just suddenly starts glitching away, and then everything just fades to black with an error message saying that Microsoft D&D game has crashed and it has encountered a problem and needs to close. Alright guys, so we'll put it here, stop in here for this year. So this will basically be the last campaign episode of 2024, and we will regroup for a Christmas get together if that will end up happening, and either that or signing in January.
Yeah, man.
That's good.
Alright guys, well if we don't meet up for the Christmas one shot, have a A lovely Christmas and a lovely New Year.
Yes,
You
you
too.
Thank you,
too.
man.
Thank you for an amazing session.
Thanks for the work you put into this, yeah.
Yeah, literally, man.
Yeah.
Superstar.
Yeah, I've enjoyed being here with you guys, so it's been lovely.
Lovely to have you, mate. Thank you.
Looking forward for another
guys.
year.
Yeah.
I did want to run by you guys actually. I don't know if any of you would be interested, but there's another TTRPG that I am a big fan of. I've thought about maybe DMing at some point, but it's a percentile system, but it's sort of essentially it's like zombie apocalypse style thing.
I remember you talking about this last session. Yeah, I'm definitely interested.
Yeah, I'd have to work out what days I could be free, but I've got like one or two other people interested at the minute. One of the other potential players actually, much like yourself, is they're writing their own novels, and one of them would be perfect for this as a setting, so they might actually want to run something themselves at some point that I could play in. But I thought, yeah, see if anybody else would want to give it a go.
Yeah, man.
It's
Do it.
quite-
Yeah.
It's very much. It's none of this like you can run into a crowd of zombies and be a bloody hero. Like, it's pretty brutal, but
Yeah, I love that.
fun. I could recommend a couple series. I'm actually just rewatching. I rewatched a series of it not long ago, and they only did one episode for season 2, but they had one of the game developers actually joined as a player for one session.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I'm watching another group that played about 2 years ago at the minute, and I'm only in. They play for quite a while, but
It's not 7 Days to Die, is it?
no, no, it's Outbreak Undead.
Okay.
Well,
if you're looking for ideas, this is a book which I, not necessarily a book, but a document that I wrote ages ago. But apparently, the US government does legitimately have a contingency for a zombie apocalypse, and this book is based off of that. So,
Oh yeah, I heard. Yeah,
Gotta be
I did
prepared.
hear. There was a thing I was looking at a while ago, and basically I didn't know this, but America has, like they have like riot equipment and like equipment for like if shit hits the fan of a certain incident, like their military go and pick up this certain equipment that gets delivered.
yeah.
They have one specifically for if it was a zombie outbreak,
Yep.
and they have riot armor specifically instead of with a baton. They've got it with a spear,
Yeah.
so they have like Spartan style riot gear with a spear, and I think it's so cool.
This is something that I wrote for. But once I found this document, because I just couldn't stop thinking about it. So, if you want to have a read through this and see if it gives you any ideas, then yeah, feel free.
Yeah, man, all
Yeah, I'll have a-
sounds good. Send give us a message on the group chat for any updates and whatnot, and perhaps maybe also the link of all the stories, so we can have a look at what's going on.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get a bit of interest from a couple of others and see how many want to join it, and then I can go from there at some point.
All right.
Well, but I can basically say that I'm free for now, but so from the 13th onwards, but that could change at a moment's notice. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'll work it out. Obviously, Christmas might get busy and stuff, so
yeah,
I
it
don't
does.
mind postponing it for. I might not start up just yet, but I figured I might try get a bit of see if anybody's interested again. I ran a one shot. It was sort of like a session 0, but like half the group ended up bailing life stuff. But session 0 was fantastic, and I was like, oh, I'm kind of feeling that itch to like DM it again. So
The hardest part about D&D is getting 5 adults in a room together.
oh no. I loved it. I got to explain one of the people in the group was American, and I based it in the UK. And when they were trying to work out where to go supplies, one of them went, "Oh, I don't want to go to big Tesco's because it might get a bit manic, but can we find like a little Tesco Express?" And then we all had to explain what that is to the American. And I was like, "It's basically a little shop."
Yeah, so it's going to a 7-Eleven, not a Walmart.
Yeah, that was the gist of it. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Alright then, but yes, definitely keep us up to date with how that goes, and but as I say, for worst case scenario, we can swap a Monday for doing that instead if you want.
Yeah, I don't mind. I can work it out. I'll see what days I got free.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Interested.
Alright guys, have a good night then,
Great.
and if you want to hit me up with anything, but I'm just a message away.
Will do, mate. Cheers, mate.
Thank
Sounds
you.
good.
Perfect. I'll see you guys all later.
Mm-hmm.
Take it easy.
Bye bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Have a great Christmas, guys.
Bye.